Well, I know Mass Effect 1 has a few glitches and it had some slowdown, but Alpha Protocol, woo! There was one scene, there was one part, I think it was when I was fighting against 5, maybe 7 soldiers, and slowdown was awful. But just to let you know, I'm playing the PlayStation 3 version. It was just awful. Just slowing down, it was really just choppy. And as I said, if you don't skill up on assault rifles, you're going to die a lot. And there's just a lot of cheap mechanics in this as well. It's just weird, especially when you can be overpowered and you could turn invisible and clear out an entire room of soldiers without any of them noticing. Actually, I remember I ran in front of a soldier. He didn't notice me, and I took him out. This is when I was not invisible. It's ridiculous. It really is just choppy, and they just move so stupidly. But I'm gonna say this: if you can if you can ignore. Oh no, wait, sorry, I was just talking about someone else there. But as I said, it doesn't feel alive like Mass Effect, which yeah, it doesn't feel like a realistic place. It doesn't feel like a realistic universe, unlike Mass Effect, which one does well. There's nothing wrong with the characters. The characters do feel realistic. They are not realistic. I mean, the characters are great. The characters have fantastic voice actors, but it's just that the game's not been really polished, and it's just incredibly buggy that takes you right out of the experience, and it doesn't make you feel like you're actually there. It doesn't feel like this is a real place whatsoever. But if you're willing to sort of hold out on the gameplay parts, you know, forget it and go through the story instead, I actually think this will be a very good story, especially when you get the dialogue bits, which are quite fun, and the mini games where you have to crack codes, crack safes and such, which they're pretty fun on themselves. But I'm gonna leave that now. It is a small update, and I don't know what else I'm gonna talk about. I don't think I have anything else to update. Oh wait, I know someone on my channel comment actually said, you know, we should tell someone about Jammy One. Yeah, the Jammy One, and he should be part of something big like Machinima. And so I should really point out how I feel about Machinima. My chair squeaking. Machinima to me is not that good. I actually don't consider it being that big. When I think of Machinima, I kind of think of Activision or Hollywood. You know, they like to suck out dry of a fantastic series and just milk it for all its worth and just leave it to die. That's what Machinima is like. I don't know why Machinima changed so radically. Okay, Machinima, as I used to remember it, was all about I think it was a group of people who just send in the videos into Machinima, like, can you advertise us, and, you know, get a lot of views. And really, it's a lot of people who just want to do sort of film work, but with a game engine. And you know what? There was some fantastic talent in there. Yeah, you come across some bad ones, but actually, I don't remember you come across too many bad ones. There was actually a lot of good Machinimas in that time. You know, say you want about John CJ or whatever he's called himself these days. What did he call himself? Digital Phil. Something like that, but he actually did make some good series. Of course, some of them are questionable, especially like Deus Ex Machina, which, you know, I don't blame everyone, but it did kind of feel like Spider-Man near the end, but I still actually like it for what it is. And actually, I think some reason I actually felt for the characters, which was weird. But as I said, there were so many great Machinimas. I forgot what other Machinimas have been there. I've forgotten, but there were so many good ones. And now Machinima is just plagued it with game trailers and gameplay bits of, you know, gameplay videos and such. And he's got these weird commentary videos as well, which don't really last that long. I'm kind of wondering why have you put this in. And I remember there was some sort of game reviewer in there as well who doesn't really speak and doesn't really show much of videos. He types it all down and puts it on video, which I don't understand that. If you want to type a review for a game, do it for a fucking magazine or your website, but not for, you know, an online video. I just don't understand that. And of course, Machinima's crowd are full of idiots these days. You know, they're just bastards in there. And also, I don't think Machinima would probably allow me to be part of them because, one, I'm actually doing Let's Plays of copyright material. And I probably wouldn't be allowed. But anyway, if I did do it, I don't know what I would get out of it, and I don't know what I would get out of a Machinima because, I don't know, Machinima are only after money these days. And they'll probably riddle me. They'll try and wriggle me dry. Now, of course, I'll tell them to fuck off. But they'll probably try and make my life a misery. But as I said, they probably won't allow me because I said some certain games I can't do Let's Plays on. I'll be forced down to do certain Let's Plays and such. And of course, Machinima loves to put oh, what are they called? You know, they're like, you can make them into speech bubbles and such, and you click on them, they can open all the windows and such. I forgot what they're called, but you know what I mean. They plaster them everywhere on the video, and it was just ruin it. And of course, I would get idiots watching the video as well. You know, that sort of thing. Machinima's not a good place. I do want to be part of something big, but Machinima is not the right place to do it big. That's all I'm saying. If I want to do somewhere big, I would actually prefer to be part of the website That Guy with the Glasses. I don't know why. I just love that place. And I actually don't really see that many Let's Players on That Guy with the Glasses, unless I missed some. But none of them I find terribly interesting. I think there's only like Let's Plays like Linkara and the Spoony One. The Spoony One doesn't do a lot of Let's Plays. But yeah, again, that would make I would be able to put my videos much longer instead of 10 minutes a piece. But I would actually prefer to get my own website and, you know, post my own Let's Plays, and then I wouldn't be hindered by YouTube. But that's all I'm going to say now. I'm going to leave you alone. But I think the last thing I want to kind of ask is, I want to get into Stephen King books, because I know Alan Wake did a lot of Stephen King references, but I don't know where to start with a Stephen King book. I never ever read novels, ever. And I'm trying to get into mythology, you know, all sorts, Norse and Greek and such, because I was never taught mythology in school. No, I'm serious, they never taught me. They actually never taught anyone. My school was shit back then. And I'm trying to find some fantasy novels as well, which I don't know which fantasy novel to go for. But if you have any suggestions, I'd love to hear. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something there. Someone asked me about Final Fantasy 13. When am I going to continue it? I don't know, because it's a hard game to really pick up. Yeah, just picking it up, you know, just burns my hands. I actually don't really know when I'm going to pick it back up, but it's not cancelled or anything, it's just on hold. I'll get back to it when I had the courage, which I don't know when. So, I'll leave you now. I'll see you soon.